Tales of Veldrith, written and produced by Matty Taylor. Episode 10, The Sentinel, Chapter 7, The Hidden Path. The first light of dawn bathed Jorvik in a soft glow as Vestinus and Eira returned to the city, the rescued woman supported between them. The streets were quiet, the usual morning bustle subdued by the weight of recent events. At the city's infirmary, they entrusted the woman to the care of the healers.
Ensure she receives the best care,
Vestinus instructed, his voice tinged with concern.
She has endured much.
The head healer, a matronly figure with kind eyes, nodded.
We will do all we can. Thank you for bringing her back.
As they stepped back into the street, I returned to Vestinus.
We need to find their main hideout. Disrupting their rituals isn't enough. We must cut off the head of the serpent.
Vestinus nodded in agreement.
Agreed. But we need more information. The cultists we've encountered so far are mere pawns. We need someone higher up.
Eira's eyes narrowed thoughtfully.
There is someone who might help. An informant in the city's underbelly. He has his ear to the ground and owes me a favor.
Lead the way,
Vestinus replied. The sun had fully risen by the time they reached the outskirts of Jorvik, where the city's veneer of respectability gave way to narrow alleys and shadowed corners. Eira led them to a modest tavern, its sign creaking in the morning breeze. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of stale ale and smoke. A few patrons lingered, nursing their drinks despite the early hour. Eira approached the barkeep, a burly man with a scar running down his cheek.
We're here to see Rurik,
she said quietly. The barkeep eyed them suspiciously before nodding toward a door at the back.
He's in his usual spot.
They made their way to a dimly lit room where a man sat at a table, shuffling a deck of worn cards. He looked up as they entered, a sly smile spreading across his face.
Eira Thorsdottir,
he drawled.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
We need information, Rurik.
Eira replied, taking a seat across from him.
About the Heralds of Arawn.
Rurik's smile faded, replaced by a wary expression.
Dangerous folk to be inquiring about. What's it worth to you?
Eira leaned forward, her gaze steely.
Your continued well-being, for one. And perhaps a favor returned.
Rurik chuckled nervously.
Fair enough. What do you want to know?
Vestinus spoke up.
We need to find their main hideout. Where are they operating from?
Rurik glanced around, ensuring no one was eavesdropping.
There's been talk of activity near the old catacombs beneath the city, places long forgotten, where the dead were once laid to rest. If the cult is hiding somewhere, it'd be there.
Eira nodded.
Thank you, Rurik. You've been helpful.
As they stood to leave, Rurik called after them.
Be careful down there. The catacombs are treacherous, and the cultists won't take kindly to intruders.
Outside, Vestinus and Eira exchanged a determined glance.
The catacombs.
Vestinus mused.
It makes sense. A place tied to death, hidden from prying eyes.
We should prepare,
Eira said.
Gather supplies and inform the council. This won't be easy.
Vestinus agreed.
We'll need a small, skilled team. Stealth will be our ally.
As they made their way back to the heart of Jorvik, the weight of their mission settled upon them. The path ahead was fraught with danger, but they were resolute. To protect their city from the encroaching darkness, they would venture into the depths where few dared to tread. Tales of Veldrith is brought to you by Metal and Magic, purveyors of Celtic and Viking-inspired casual jewellery. Visit metalandmagic.com. That's Metal and Magic with a CK.com.